I'm over here laughing. Shout out to Dr. Dennis Assault Winkler. He said, "Oh boy," he said, Doc said, "The music is indicative of how you going to bring it." Peace to you, Doc. What's going on? Sending revolutionary love to you, Doctor. Peace and love to you, Okunini. I see Baba Amin is in the building. Peace and love to you, Baba. Shout out to Uhuru Academy. Family, make sure that you get your children enrolled in the Uhuru Academy. Let me tell you what vibe I'm on, Doc. Real talk. You see, I have my Asafo training camp shield on. I don't know if you all can zoom in and see it. And so our Warrior Camps family actually started on Sunday. It started on Sunday. Shout out to the PLM family. They're really, really doing their thing with our children here in Baltimore. It's not even just Baltimore. We have children from New York, Atlanta, North Carolina, DC. I'm trying to think. New York, Atlanta, DC. Yep, in North Carolina, and also Baltimore, of course. So people are bringing their children all from all over the country to go through these camps. And so what you're looking at right now is the Asafo training camp, which focuses on manhood development in young black boys between the ages of 12 and 14. Now we make exceptions if you have like a mature 11-year-old or your son just turned 15. We still allow them, into the camp. And what you're seeing right here, this was our first cohort that you're looking at. We're on our third cohort, and the camp is nearly full. This was the first cohort where the camp was nearly full, and so we are definitely getting the word out. But I traded in my Asafo shield, and Baba Imhotep Fatiyu, he called me. He said, "You a traitor, Dr. Maat," because I traded in my Asafo shield for the Agoji, for the Agoji. So shout out to the Agoji training camp family. This is a camp that focuses on womanhood development in young girls between the ages of 12 and 14. All right. And family, when I say I can't wait to share with you, we have photographers and videographers floating between both of these camps. And I can't wait to show you what our young girls are learning. We've highlighted the boys for about 3 years, and we're going to highlight them again too. But the Goji training camp is new. Okay. This is our first cohort. And when I tell you these girls are learning all kinds of things, I mean, in addition to critical thinking and discipline and African traditional culture and all of that, they're learning self-defense, life skills such as self-defense, sewing, changing the tire on their car, handgun safety. I mean, all kinds of stuff, family. And I really wish, and I keep saying this over and over again, I said, shoot, I wish they had something like this popping off in the 80s, when I was coming through. But give thanks that we are making it happen for the youth behind us. Ashe, drop a Ashe in the chat, family, if you hear me. Drop a Ashe in the chat if you feel me. So I said, golly, we didn't have those opportunities, but give thanks we're able to create those opportunities for those young black youth that are coming behind us. And so I did have to, Baba Imhotep said, if he told the family on Sunday, he said, if you look at Dr. Maat's, all the pictures for the past 3 years, she was wearing our shield, but now she gave it up. And I gave it up right here for the Asafo training camp. And the women are going easy on these girls. Don't think they in there baking cookies and drinking milk or none of that crap. These sisters are going hard. I'm talking about yelling. They got them drilling, doing pranks, jogging. I mean, it's really a rigorous program, but the girls love it. And they're learning a whole lot. Family, make sure that you head on over to Meltrek 365. Grab your Meltrek episode 3. Meltrek episode 3 was released in May. Okay, and this episode teaches children about the origins of the transatlantic slave trade. That's what is commonly referred to, the transatlantic slave trade. I don't like to say slave trade, but a lot of people, when you say the Ma'afa, some people looking at me, Doc, what are you talking about? So I just call it what they call it, the transatlantic slave trade. But it explores the origins when the Portuguese came into West Africa. All right, and so family, make sure that you get this for your babies. And if you don't have Meltrek episodes 1 and 2, make sure that you head on over to Meltrek 365 and grab these films. These films are available in DVD and digital format. And yes, people still are buying DVDs. We also have activity books and storybooks, okay, for the babies. Why is this important? Look at this. We need to preserve African or Black history. We need to develop or cultivate an African worldview within our babies. We need to control our narrative and we need to control our image. So if you believe in all of these things, you should have Meltrek in your household. Don't be sitting here talking black. Don't talk me to death. Show me. You should be having your kids watch this, not the damn y'all got them watching all kinds of stuff that don't have nothing to do with preserving Black history, cultivating an African worldview, controlling our negative. Y'all don't have them watching that stuff. Y'all don't. You don't. Head on over to meltrek365.com. I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and the link will also be in the description of this video. Make sure that you get this for your babies. And last but not least, family, make sure that you get your children. Baba Amin and I, we literally just completed our third, cohort, third iteration of the UACI Summer STEM Camp. We're going to put out an announcement soon for the UACI Winter STEM Camp. Make sure when we put out the call that you enroll your child in this. Okay, it's a 100% virtual camp where your children hop online with us. They are exposed to African history as it relates to STEM, our contributions to the growth and expansion of science, technology, engineering, and math, followed by a lesson in cybersecurity or artificial intelligence and or machine learning. They're also exposed to coding. Family, make sure that you get your children enrolled in this, okay? I can't tell you enough how phenomenal this program is, okay? Make sure that you get your child enrolled in this. All right, family. So let me bring this up. Hold on. Let's get to the matter at hand. The topic at hand. Kamala Harris. Okay. So she kicked off her first campaign rally in Atlanta yesterday. And my DMs was blowing up, family. My DMs were blowing up. And hold on, let me say what's up to the Maadian family. I see the Maadian family in the building. I've saluted Baba. I see the sister Lyric is in the building. I saluted Dr. Asar. I see brother Khalil is in the building. Peace and love to you, warrior. Ben Frank is in the building. Peace and love to you, warrior. I see right here. Who is this? How can I get a record to you? Hey, brother, email me, man. Email me, brother, at dr.maat.msu at gmail.com. Okay, and my email address is going to be in the description of this video. I see my cousin in the building. Peace and love to you, cuzzo. Peace and love to you, cuzzo. Sending you my love, cuzzo. Peace and love to you. Lyric said, look, she said, what's up, doc? She said, how you doing today? I was on the phone with my mama. She said, I was like, Mama, I gotta go, Dr. I live. Peace and love to you. The queen said, I gotta go. Sister Tamika's in the building. Peace and love. She said, hell, I'm watching from work. Peace and love to you, sister. Peace and love. I see Baba Cliff is in the building. He said, good afternoon, watching from Maryland. Ashe. Who we got? The Queen Mother, a beautiful mind, aka Light Shutters in the building. She said, peace and love to everyone. Peace and love to you, beloved. New World Order. He said, hold on. He said, welcome, like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy the information. He said, glad you're here. He's right, family. Make sure you share this. I see my IG families in the building. I see you, Ronald, in the building. My other cousin, golly, the cousins are coming through. I see you, Megan, boss lady, in the building. She said right back at cuz. Yes, she in the building. My cousin Malika, my cousin Megan, they in the building. One watching on IG, the other one on Facebook. I see Keebaline Mindset is in the building. Peace and love to you. Joel Armstrong, I see you, brother. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to you. Uh-oh, this is my brother from the Togo. Peace and love to you, warrior. I see that by Baba M. Cool MZ. Peace and love to you, Baba. Melanated Cafe. What's up, warrior? Peace and love to you, warrior. Peace and love to you. Be one, Black first all day. So anyway, family, there. Now that I've greeted the family, and I see on IG, when I go live on my laptop, on my desktop, on IG, it doesn't allow me to scroll up. So I only can see like a chunk or a section at a time. So I see Truck Life Lou is in the building, another cousin. Peace and love to you, Truck Life Lou. It ain't nothing like, man, when your family show up. Peace and love to you, King Lou. I see you. Rebel, I see you. Peace and love to you. D1 Beats, I see you. Carrie, I see you. Peace and love to you. CMB, Man, we all we got. I'm showing my age. CMB, I see you, family. CMB tip, I see you. I'm showing my age. CMB, man, we all we got. Am I my brother's keeper? Peace to you, CMB. I see you, family. So anyway, we're going to get to the topic at hand. And I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. I know a lot of y'all get mad with me when I say things, but I'm going to continue to say things. Yes, it was a hot mess. Kamala Harris campaign rally in Atlanta was a hot mess. Why am I calling it a hot mess? First of all, you had Meg Thee Stallion performing there, and I'll get to what they were talking about. We can get to that. But soon as I got DM this morning, I wake up, my DM's blowing me up. People are like, we're doomed, Doc, we're doomed. Right? I'm literally, and my cousins there, and they were sending me, we're doomed. Look at this, look at this. So you had Meg Thee Stallion, and I'm gonna talk about it while she's performing. And notice you're gonna hear some other type of music. And matter of fact, let me just take this off because I don't want to get another copyright strike. So Meg Thee Stallion, she comes out with her crew in blue. Okay, you see them lining up right there. You see her getting ready to come out in blue. We know that the Democrats rock blue. So obviously she has endorsed Kamala Harris. And she comes out in her blue. And so people were sending me messages, Doc, look at this, look at this. So I looked at the performance. And I think she performed. I don't even know if she did a full song, just being real with you. I don't know if she did an entire song or performed an entire song. But she come out there, weaved out, throwing her butt around, and you see doing all that, right? See, this is why they don't take us. Nobody takes us seriously, I promise you. So she come out there, and then she's gonna bring out the crew. So they come out there, they come out there, twerking and carrying on. Again, a hot mess. It's a hot mess on display. Just look at it. Look at it. It's just a hot mess. And then when you look at this without the music, it looks more ridiculous, family. Just look at it. Look at it. And guess what? Those 44,000 Black women who galvanized and raised all that money for Kamala, they were okay with being represented like this at the campaign rally. You don't hear no pushback. Well, why did you, decide to get Meg Thee Stallion of all people? Why would you have her there performing and carrying on, right? They might as well got, Ratchet Red, the girl they call Sexy Red. I call her Ratchet Red. They might as well have got Ratchet Red or Cardi B come up there and perform. I put all of them in the same category. All of those bras go in the same category for me. Okay, you all may say something different, but I put all of them in the same category. So you got Meg Thee Stallion there, rolling around, butt out, right? Weaved out, just looking crazy. So she performs. Look at her. Look at her, y'all. Look at her. It was embarrassing, Megan. Got my cousin in the building. Yeah. Black Love said it was a minstrel show for sure. Look at this crap. Are y'all serious? Look at this crap. Look. And y'all wonder why they was texting me, inboxing me. It's like, Doc, we doomed. Look at this. And I'm looking at it now in its entirety because I kind of glanced at it. But I was like, dang, we are. Look at this crap. It was a minstrel show last night. Look at this. So you had this. You had Meg Thee Stallion. I don't even want to look at it anymore. So you had Meg Thee Stallion. Then you had Quavo come on there. Sound like he had a pile of rocks in his mouth. Here you go. Here you go. I'm going to let y'all hear him. Quavo comes on. And so they're playing this music because they're playing some of the music and they didn't want to get a copyright strike. So here he come. Mumble mouth Quavo comes on there. I'm telling you, y'all, don't follow and idolize these celebrities. Here you go. Look at this. They still playing the music. Here we go. So didn't bring a Dr. Claude Anderson on to speak, right? Well, I know he's, up in age, okay, but he still does, make appearances sometimes, right? You didn't have anybody like that, Dr. Raymond Wimbush, Dr. Sandy Darity. No. You don't get folks like that to come on. You get Quavo. You can't make this stuff up, man. You don't get folks like that to come on and really edify the people. You bring on Quavo. Well, let's listen to what Quavo had to say.
Born and raised in the north side of Atlanta, home of the Migos. Um, this city has always been home to me, from playing in the streets and, nurturing me and teaching me how to be the man I am standing before you. So, one of these issues that I care about is resolving the gun violence issue.
So it seems like me, since they always, and mind you, y'all, I'm not a Trump supporter. Let's be clear. I don't have a dog in this fight. Okay? I don't have a dog in this fight. And I already showed you all my voters card, which says unaffiliated. So I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. And you all saw my voters registration card, okay? They are exploiting what happened with Takeoff. You know how just recently Candace Owens, she accused the Biden administration of exploiting what happened with Sonia Massey. Well, they're doing the same thing. Of course, why not? If we're going to talk about gun violence, why not bring up Quavo, right? Because he just lost his cousin, no, not his cousin, his nephew, Takeoff, to gun violence. So it's like they accuse each other of doing basically the same thing. But here we go.
Or in the heart of. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business. From inviting me to the White House last year to discuss these solutions to passing.
Did you just hear what he said? They brought Quavo to the White House to discuss solutions to gun violence. Quavo is a rapper. He is an entertainer. He is not a community activist by any sorts. He's not someone who understands psychopathologies that are endemic to Black people. Shout out to Dr. Asar Winkler, who wrote an entire dissertation on trauma, Black trauma. He's not that guy. So she didn't bring in an African-centered or Black-centered psychologist like a Dr. Naeem Akbar to talk about what can we do? Why do we see this violence? And they brought a damn rapper. Did you hear what he just, okay.
To passing the biggest gun safety laws today.
A rapper. We don't listen to anything that Malcolm X said. Malcolm X, he talked about Black I'm going to play that clip next.
So it's only right in the birthplace of the culture. It's also the same place to launch the first African-American woman to run for president.
Now, you know that I screamed when I heard him say the first African-American woman. First of all, she wasn't the first. Hold on, y'all. Tell me in the chat. It was another sister who ran. She's not the first African-American woman to run for president. Someone, Baba, because I know you're like a walking encyclopedia. Put that sister who ran for president in the chat. She's not the first African-American woman to run. Secondly, she's not African-American. She's not an African-American. She's not ADOS. She's not foundational Black American. She's not. And it's okay. But we need to stop acting as if she is. Stop. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. Family, I think it was Shirley Chisholm. I think it was Baba Amin. Yep, I think it was. Thank you, family. So she's the first African-American woman. No, she wasn't. 20 of y'all said Shirley Chisholm. Thank you. So she's not the first African-American woman to run from presidency. And she's not an African-American woman. She's not. She's not foundational Black American. She's not FBA. She's not ADOS. She's not any of those terms. She's not that. Dr. Asar, he also said, yep, Cynthia McKinney, he said she also ran. Thank you. That's why we can't be sitting here listening to these celebrities, man. They don't know. They invite him to talk about gun violence and solutions, not grassroots organizations who deal with this stuff in and day out. They brought a rapper there. He don't even know what he's talking about. She the first African American, and everybody's like, "Yay!" Here we go.
Yeah, we changing the culture again. So if you never voted before, make sure you get out and vote right now because it's the real one. And in the words of my brother Takeoff, let me get a Kamala. I'm going to hand it over to Tyler Green. Let him talk about his vote and introduce the next president of the United States of America. Yes, sir.
I told y'all it was a hot mess. I told you. And hold on. I don't want to listen to him. Let's bring on Kamala. Here she go. How much you all want to bet before I hit this play button? Because she's going to talk for about 15, 20 minutes. We're going to analyze this together, family. I guarantee you she's not going to mention reparations. I didn't watch this. I promise you. I didn't watch this. I bet you all $1,000 she ain't mentioning reparations. She's not mentioning any type of anti-black hate crime bill. She's not going to mention any of that. I bet anybody $1,000 right now. I haven't even heard the speech. Because she already said it. She already said, I'm not going to do anything specific for black people. These are her words, not mine. So I already know that whatever she's going to say is not going to be specific to the needs of black people. Here we go. Told y'all it was a hot mess, man. Here it comes. Hot mess. Oh my gosh, y'all gotta stop, man. I'm looking at the black people in the back, man. Oh my God. Let me just fast forward past this. Come on, I just.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, it's good to be back in Georgia.
She's trying to talk with a. She trying to talk with a southern drawl. It's good to be back in Georgia, girl. Cut it out.
Thank you, everyone. Can we please hear it for Tyler? I want to thank Tyler for that incredible introduction. I invited him and several other young entrepreneurs to come and visit with me at the White House. And we had a really very long and important conversation about the future of America. Tyler, you represent the best of our future. Thank you. And please give it up for Quavo.
Baba said it right here, y'all. I'm sorry. I had to show you this. He said Charlene Mitchell, Shirley Chisholm, Margaret Wright, Isabel Masters, Lenore Falani, Monica Moorhead, Jot Chavis Rocker, Curl Mosley Braun, Cynthia McKinley. He said not all Dems and Republicans. He said Pesta Lindsay. So these are people that ran before her, females who ran, who were actually African American. Here we go. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Baba. All right, let me get past the shout out.
So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
Oh, so let me see what she said. I think I went a little bit too fast.
If you know,
I just wanted to get past these shout outs.
you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
Okay. Okay.
So let's get right down. So I'm gonna get into some business now.
Yeah, please get in some business. Please. Please.
So Georgia, as many of you know, before, and have a seat if you have a chair.
You see the AKAs right behind her.
As many of you know, before I was elected vice president, and before I was elected a United States Senator, I was an elected Attorney General and an elected District Attorney. And before that, I was a courtroom prosecutor. So in those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds.
Yep, and locked up a whole bunch of black men and did all kind. Yep, black parents.
Predators who abuse women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And I have been dealing with people like him my entire career. For example, as Attorney General of California, I took on one of our country's largest for-profit colleges that was scamming students. Well, Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. As a prosecutor, I specialized in child sexual abuse cases and sexual abuse cases. Well, Trump was found liable for committing sexual abuse. And as an Attorney General, I held the big Wall Street banks accountable for fraud. Donald Trump.
Hey, Joe, right when we get through her speech, Joel Armstrong, brother, I'm going to send you the link. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. You said Kamala Harris is black. She's not African American, though. I'm going to bring you on, brother. Let's unpack that. I'm going to put the link in the chat for you, brother. Click on that link right now. We're going to unpack that as soon as she finishes up.
Was just found guilty of fraud. So in this campaign, I will proudly put my record against his any day.
Oh my gosh, are we that simple? Bring out rappers and just quote rappers, and we get all excited and think no promise to Black Americans, no promise of reparations, no promise of an anti-Black. Are you serious? And we begin soon as they talk our lingo and bring out a rapper and quote one of our rappers, we get all excited. She didn't say anything yet, family. She's throwing daggers at Donald Trump, what he's not doing, what he ain't doing, who he is, his track record. I put my track record. She hasn't made any promises to Black America yet. Let's continue. Baba says she gave us slang words and hot sauce.
Our administration worked on the most significant border security bill in decades. Some of the most conservative Republicans in Washington, D.C. supported the bill. Even the Border Patrol endorsed it. It was all set to pass. But at the last minute, Trump directed his allies in the Senate to vote it down. He tanked the bipartisan deal because he thought it would help him win an election. Which goes to show Donald Trump does not care about border security. He only cares about himself. And when I am president, I will work to actually solve the problem.
Girl, you all are the ones that open up the floodgates and let all y'all didn't do anything on the border. Y'all let the immigrants come in, flood Black communities. Do you all remember? And if you don't believe me, you can Google this, family. Do you all remember how the people of Chicago, man, were fighting? I think the mayor going in. And when I say fighting, I'm not talking about physically fighting, but they were upset and they were rallying because remember the kids had to go home and do remote learning because the immigrants had took over the school. They gave the immigrants the children's school, and then also there was a recreation center that they closed down to the citizens and said, no, we're going to use this for the immigrants. Girl, your administration allowed all this crap to happen. They're putting them up in apartments, giving them jobs and all kinds of benefits that they don't give to us. You got the homelessness issue in New York and California, and so your administration is doing this, Kamala, and you talking about when you get in office, you're going to fix the problem that your administration created. Got it.
So here is my pledge to you. As president, I will bring back the border security bill that Donald Trump killed, and I will sign it and show Donald Trump what real leadership looks like. But make no mistake, this campaign is not just about us versus Donald Trump. Truly, this campaign is about two very different visions for our nation. One focused on the future, the other focused on the past. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity to build a business, to own it, to build
Did she just say inflation was down? Anybody been to the market lately? Tell me in the chat. Anybody been to the market lately? A gallon of orange juice is like $10, $15 depending on where you are. Did she just say inflation was down? Anybody been to the market lately? Anybody been? Is she talking about inflation is down, but prices, girl, inflation is up.
And I know. And when we win this election, here's what we're going to do about it. On day one, I will take on price gouging and bring down costs. We will ban more of those hidden fees and surprise late charges that banks and other companies use to pad their profits. We will take on corporate landlords and cap unfair rent increases. And we will take on big pharma to cap prescription drug costs for all Americans. Our plan.
She sounds like a female Joe Biden, y'all. Are you listening to what she's saying? She sounds like Joe Biden, I promise you.
Will lower costs and save many middle-class families thousands of dollars a year. But Donald Trump has a different plan in mind. One that would raise prices on middle-class families. Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. I take it you've seen it. Project 2025 is a plan to weaken the middle class. Be clear. And Donald Trump intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to gut our investments in clean energy jobs. He intends to end the Affordable Care Act, to take us back to a time when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. You guys remember what that was? Children with asthma, breast cancer survivors, grandparents with diabetes. Georgia, America has tried these failed policies before, and we are not going back. And we are not going back because ours is a fight for the future. And it is a fight for freedom. Across our nation, we are witnessing a full-on assault on hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights. The freedom to vote, the freedom to be safe from gun violence, the freedom to live without fear of bigotry and hate, the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. The freedom to learn and acknowledge our true and full history. And the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Did you all notice when she started talking about freedoms, she made sure that she touched on freedoms for specific groups, right? You know, and I'm talking about like freedom to love who you love. So that was like to get the LGBTQIA. Then she said freedom for the woman whole body. So that's the women and the feminists. I mean, you understand? Like she's good. The girl is good. She's good. She's good. So she getting the women and the feminists riled up. You got the LBGTQ. Then when you talk about bigotry and hate, then that's the blacks, right? The black people and the Hispanic and the A. So she knows what she's doing, family. She knows what she's doing now. Very strict. Everything she's saying is very strategic.
Ours is a fight for the future and for freedom. And I don't have to tell folks in Atlanta that generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom. And now, the baton is in our hands. Each and every one of us. And we love our country. We love our country.
And mind you, this same woman just last year said that America is not a racist country. Then you had this the black dude, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's a politician, a real big puppet for the Republican Party. He just recently at the RNC at the Republican National Convention got up there and said the same thing. America's not a racist country. But okay, I'm not going to sit here and listen to someone who says all of these things and freedom, freedom, freedom. And then, no, we don't live in a racist country. Here we go.
I believe it is the highest form of patriotism to fight for the ideals of our country. And so, we who believe in the sacred freedom to vote will finally pass the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. We who believe in the freedom to live safe from gun violence will finally pass universal background checks, red flag laws, and an assault weapons ban. We who believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans, and when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it into law. So November 5th is in 98 days. In 98 days, and let's level set. Friends, let's level set. We have a fight in front of us. We have a fight in front of us, and we are the underdogs in this race.
Yeah, that's true.
But you see, this is a people-powered campaign. Ours is a people-powered campaign. In fact, after I announced my candidacy, we saw the best week of grassroots fundraising in presidential campaign.
Now, I do have to give it to her. She is being truthful right here. The grassroots are the people who are organizing for Kamala. Those 20,000 black men, 44,000 black women, then they are, I'm telling you, the grassroots people are organizing. They're raising a lot of money. They're also doing it with the help of white folks. I don't know if you all heard that 164,000 white women, they said wealthy white suburban women organized a Zoom call that crashed Zoom. Some women had to watch it on, I think they said social media and YouTube and all, but 164,000 white women organized a Zoom call. And guess what they said? They said, we are following the lead of black women. I always tell black women, I say, if only we understood our power. 164,000, the person who organized it said, we are following the lead of black women. So when they saw that black women organized a call and raised money, then you had 164,000 white women do the same. And then after that, I just got an article from CNN and ABC News. They said that now they have a campaign that says white dudes for Kamala. I'm telling y'all. So she is right. It is mostly like grassroots organizations that are organizing and raising money for her. So she's right. I think she almost raised over $200 million, like literally within the past week or so. But she is telling the truth right here.
And if you go to KamalaHarris.com, you can help us build on that success. So the momentum in this race is shifting. And there are signs that Donald Trump is feeling it. You may have noticed. So last week, you may have seen, he pulled out of the debate in September he had previously agreed to.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you were Donald Trump, I wouldn't debate her. She's a former prosecuting state's attorney, right? Donald Trump. So he might be afraid to. I don't know. I'm not in his head, right? He may be afraid to debate her, given her track record. I mean, she's used to questioning and examining and cross-examining. That's what she did for years. She made a career out of that, right? So either he's afraid or he may feel like, well, why do I gotta debate her? Right? I already got it, I already got this, so I don't know. It could be both, it could be both. All right.
So here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about that. So he won't debate, but he and his running mate sure seem to have a lot to say about me.
And let me say this. They do have a lot to say about her, but they need to shut up. And I'm not like I said, Trump, I don't have a dog in this fight. Kamala or Trump, I don't have a dog in this fight. But let me tell you what they are doing, y'all. So they're fueling their supporters, or their supporters, and they know what their supporters are, a bunch of rednecks, racists, like, we know who Donald Trump's base is, right? We know what his support base is, or the mentality of his support base. And the support base is they're attacking her racially, which is fueling the black folks, Asian folks, Hispanic. So it's they're all these racist attacks. Da, 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 da. So you got that. Then they're also attacking her gender, saying things like, oh, well, what if she has a bad day and she's a leader and she's on her period? So now they're making these sexist jokes. Oh, what if women are too emotional? They know all that. So now they're getting the white women and the feminists, upset. I'm telling y'all what's happened. What they're doing is the stuff that they're putting out there about Kamala, the racism, the sexism, all is doing is unifying folks. I'm telling you now, that's what's happening. So the sexist jokes and the sexism, now you're getting all women across the color line, regardless of what ethnicity. Now you're getting all of the women upset. And now they're organizing, right? Then when you talk about her racially, now you're getting all the, so-called minorities upset. You understand? And so then we talk about sexism. Now you're getting all the white women. Remember, the white women were the leaders of the feminist movement. Now you getting them. You got 165,000 suburban women now. I'm telling you, that's what they're doing, and it's going to backfire. So if they want to win this, they better shut up.
And by the way, don't you find some of their stuff to just be plain weird?
Yeah, Jamaica, you're right. Her mic is kind of low. I agree with you. But let's try to bear with it. We only have a couple of more minutes, and then I'm going to bring this brother on that keeps saying she's black. She ain't African American, but she's black. So give me a couple of minutes, and he's in the back. I'm going to bring him on.
Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face. Georgia, in the next 98 days, we have our work cut out.
I see you, Joel. I see you in the building, brother. I see you, Van. We almost there. We about to debate this out. Not really debate, but just have a powerful discussion.
For us.
I see you.
And this is not going to be easy. This is hard work, but we like hard work. Hard work is good work. So, Georgia, today I ask you, are you ready to get to work? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity? Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. God bless you. God bless the United States.
All right, family. All right, family.
Told you a little while ago, these
Let me play now what our beloved Malcolm X had to say about Black celebrities. So you saw at the beginning of this broadcast, I mentioned how Meg Thee Stallion, she performed at this minstrel show or this ratchet rally. And then Quavo got up there, Mumble Mouth Quavo got up there and started talking about how Kamala's the first African American woman to run for president. Okay, which is totally false. And then he talked about how he was invited to the White House to talk about solutions to gun violence. Okay, and he's completely, in my opinion, unqualified to have that discussion. So again, placing this emphasis or this importance on Black celebrities. And our brother Malcolm X, our brother Malik Al-Shabazz, he said that Black celebrities are not leaders of the Black community. Did we listen to what our beloved ancestor said? Did we listen to him? I don't think we listened to him because we still allow Black celebrities to act as our leaders. Where's the Black outcry? Like, hell, you got Quavo up there, man. You should have had. Where's the Black outcry? That's not our leader. Why is he up there speaking for us, our community? Right? When these celebrities get up there, they start talking. Where is the pushback that to let the world know that they aren't speaking for our community? They're not. They're speaking. You gave them a script. They're speaking for you. They're not speaking for us. But let's listen to what our beloved ancestor Malcolm X had to say.
leaders that they call leaders. This included, told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders. This included Lena Horne. This included Dick Gregory. This included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the Black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. And
did you hear what he just said? That these are people who have been set up, propped up in front of you, and they're saying what the white folks want them to say, what the white folks want to hear. Come on, man. Are y'all listening?
it is an honor, actually, that they endorsed Dr. Martin Luther King and were against the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. That's actually an honor. Now, when you say that they also, in the same Newsweek poll magazine, I think the pollster said that he went into the Negro community and asked about the Muslims. And many Negroes whom he asked said, well, I never heard of the Muslims. Who are they? You know,
this is the rank and file we're talking about.
Now, when they got down to the rank and file, this was the answers that they got. This is equivalent to the situation in Kenya during the Mau Mau uprising, when many frightened whites in Kenya, Africa, would go among the Africans and ask them, what about the Mau Mau? And the African would say, I never heard of them. And the same white man who would ask the African this question and very naively believe what the African said, when he went to bed that night, he would lose his head. And usually the one who took his head was the same African who told him that afternoon he had never heard of the Mau Mau.
Except in the Newsweek poll, they used Negro interviewers.
you'll find that oftentimes Negroes are as much on guard around Negro interviewers, who usually represent the bourgeois element of Negroes, as they are on guard around whites. Usually Negroes know that when this bourgeois Negro walks through the door, he is not doing something that he's initiated himself, but he's involved in something in which the white man is the absolute author of and has sent him to the Negro community for some information. And when they give that Negro some information, usually they give him the information that they want him to take back to the white man, because that's who he's going to take it back to. Told you a little.
Come on, y'all. You just heard the words of our beloved brother, our beloved ancestor, Malcolm X, Malik Al-Shabazz. Okay? All right, brother Joel, you on here, brother. Go ahead and turn your camera on, brother. Let me see you. Yeah, there he is.
What's going on, my sister?
Peace and love to you, brother. Peace and love to you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm good.
So I'm all
I'm
ears.
enjoying the show.
You enjoying the show? Good. I appreciate you always.
Yeah, first I want to shout you out. First I want to shout you out. I appreciate the work you do. I think I told you I got the Meltrek series for my my homeschool group up at my church.
Yes.
So I turned them on to it. Yeah, they like that. They don't have the third one yet, but they got the first.
Beautiful, brother. Beautiful. I appreciate your support. Beautiful. Uh-oh, he's breaking up. Let me know if it's on my end, family. I think he's breaking up. Go and cut your camera off, brother, because you're breaking up. So maybe cut the camera off. Now go ahead and let's see if that works. Go ahead. Because maybe it's too much bandwidth.
All right. So look, it could be. We can't be jumping around with this term black whenever we get good and ready. All right. So we like to use this term black to refer to anybody that's melanated whenever it's to our benefit. We say, oh, they black. You can't treat them like that. Well, if you're gonna do that, Kamala Harris, I would refer to Jamaicans as black. Her father is a Jamaican dude, so he black. If we want to embrace a non-scientific, non-biological term, don't try to run from it when other people want to use it. That's my point. We are African Americans. We come over here out of the diaspora, or real early in the 1800s, and we built culture here. That's an African American. We go back, right? So that's why I use the term African American and not black. Black is too loose. Everybody can play. All they gotta do is have a little bit of be melanated a little bit, and they black. If you go look at the census, how they do the U.S. census, they got all kinds of people that can click black on the U.S. census right now. You follow where I'm coming from? So I'm not trying to say Kamala Harris is one of us grassroots folks from America. No, ma'am, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if you're gonna call Shirley Chisholm black, you're gonna have to call Kamala Harris black. Because if I'm not mistaken, Shirley Chisholm, her parents come here right around the time Kamala Harris parents. Well, two generation before Kamala Harris parents come here. Shirley Chisholm parents don't go back before Civil War, if I'm not mistaken. So we just got to be careful with this term, and we gotta figure out how we want to use it. Because if we're gonna say the Egyptians black and the Hebrews black and the Moors black, if we're gonna start doing all that old crazy stuff, the Arabs are black. If everybody black, then doggone it, this girl's black. That's my point.
All right, brother. So I want to make sure you got it all out, brother.
I got it out. I got it out.
You got it out, brother. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you said a lot. You said a lot. So I want you to walk with me. So you first mentioned her dad being from Jamaica. Jamaica is an island. It's a country. It's a nationality that is not an ethnicity. It is not a race. Okay. So just saying, yeah, her father's Jamaican, so that means that he's black. That's not true. So, that's like saying, like brother Dr. Kamban and I were just having this conversation about African and how you have Arabs who live in Northern Africa, Morocco, and they say, I'm African. But people think when you say African, they automatically think black, but that's not true because you have Arabs who live in Africa. You also have European whites who were actually born, they're the descendants of European people who migrated to South Africa, and they are considered African because that is their nationality. So just because her father is a Jamaican does not mean that he's black. If you notice, they had the Arawaks. Come on, to walk with me. Is the Arawaks or the Taínos that were on the Jamaican island? Come on, y'all. I think it was the Taínos that were there first. So they had Indians on the island. He's an Indian Jamaican. He's not a black or an African Jamaican. He's not. So we got to remember that. So a lot of people confuse nationality with race and ethnicity. No, just because he's Jamaican doesn't mean he's black. Okay, so let's start there. Secondly, no other group of people, because you said African American and black, African American black. You can't find, if you go back in history, the first people to call themselves black was us. We used it interchangeably. We called ourselves black. We called ourselves African American. You can't, other than going back to Kemet, and we had shout out to Dr. Kamban that just came on, and he went to the writings on the wall and he showed how we called ourselves black. Other than that, you didn't hear other groups of people calling themselves black. That was really to actually call yourself a race of people referring to themselves as black. You don't get that till the Black Power movement. You get that in America during the Black Power movement when you had a group of people classify themselves as black, as a race. You get that here with the African American, with the foundational Black American, with the American descendant of slave. We did that. Nobody was doing that. Even in Africa, you go and say you black. They was like, I'm not black. I'm Igbo. I'm not black. I'm Yoruba. I'm not black. I'm Awe. I'm not black. I'm Ashanti. I'm not black. I'm this. I'm not black. I'm Dominican. They did all that. We were the ones. So I don't use black with everybody and just say, oh, because you a person of color, you're black. When I say black, I'm specifically talking about us. We created the term. We did that. You don't find other groups of people that categorize themselves as black racially. You find that in the Black Power movement during between 1965 and 1975. We called ourselves black. I'm black and I'm proud. We did that. So I want to pause there, brother, just to make sure that we on the same page. Just because the father's Jamaican doesn't mean he's black. And secondly, we are the first group of people that racially categorize ourselves as black. Are we on the same page with each other, brother? Or you don't, brother? I mean, I'm just telling you, are we on the same page?
Yeah, you said the same thing I'm saying.
Okay. And then as far as Shirley Chisholm is concerned, you said that if we're going to call Shirley Chisholm black, we have to call Kamala black, right? That's what you said. Now reading up, hold on, let me mute you out because I hear some background. When I'm looking at her, hold on. Now, mind you, Kamala is the descendant of 2 Indian parents. So you said if you call Shirley Chisholm black, you got to call Kamala black. No. That's not true. Kamala is the descendant of 2 Indian parents. Not 2 black parents, 2 Indian parents. Shirley Chisholm, let's see what it says right here. Hold on. Let's see what it says right here. Oh, she's the first African-American woman in Congress, the first woman and African-American to seek nomination. So they call her African-American. And so let's see what it says. Born in Brooklyn, New York. So she was born here. She was the oldest of 4 daughters to immigrant parents. So she's not FBA. She's not a foundational Black American. Okay. But these were parents that came from Barbados. Barbados. That's what they say. Barbados. Barbados. So she is what I would refer to as she is a Black immigrant. She's a descendant of Black immigrants. Is she? I don't agree that they should be calling her an African American now that I'm reading this up. Because earlier, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. I am playing fair. I am playing fair. But you still said, but I want you to play fair. That you made an error when you said if you call Shirley Chisholm Black, you got to call Kamala Black. No, Shirley Chisholm is a descendant of 2 Black immigrants that came from Barbados.
You cheating. You cheating, sister.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. No, brother. I'm about to boot you off if you can't admit what you said. I didn't cheat at all. I just recanted. This is what I said. I said, I'm going by your initial statement. You said if you're calling Shirley Chisholm Black, then you have to call. This is really easy. This isn't hard. Your statement, and I can find it in the chat and put it on the screen. You said if you call Shirley Chisholm Black, then you have to call Kamala Black. I showed you, first of all, and then you said because her father's Jamaican, he's Black. So first I walked you through and I said, no, brother, he is Jamaican. Yes, that's his nationality, but he's Indian. He's an Indian Jamaican. So I said Kamala is the descendant of 2 Indian people. Shirley Chisholm is the descendant of 2 Black immigrants. So yes, I can call Shirley Chisholm Black and I will not call Kamala Black. That's all I'm saying.
All right, can I say something?
Hold on. Before you say something, audience, is that not what Dr. Maat said? Since you said I'm walking it back, is that not? Tell me in the chat, unbiasedly. Tell me in the chat, is that not what I said? Is that not what I broke down? Let's look at the chat, brother. And then this is being recorded. This is being recorded. And then hold on. Oh my God. When you talked, I didn't even interrupt you, brother. One time I didn't interrupt you. I just listened to you and you said what you had to say. And then I said, are you done, brother? And you said yes. And then I started. I got to keep muting you because you're not hearing me. It's like you just want to respond. You're not hearing me. And then this is what I said. Then I said this, and this is being recorded. Thank you. Everyone said, walked him down, walked it down. Yes. Then I said this. I said, I'm reading this article and I would not call her an African American now that I'm reading that she is a descendant of people from Barbados. So I said earlier today, when I called her an African American woman, when I said, well, who was the first African American woman? And people said Shirley Chisholm. I said, I stand in error by calling her an African American, but I did not stand in error when I called her Black. You have the floor.
Okay, all right. Now you you just hit me with the 1 drop rule. All right, so check it out. All right, so I'm
drop rule, but go ahead.
Let me explain myself. Let's move away from these 2. I talked to somebody and I was asked them, is Bob Marley Black? 99.9% of people gonna say, yeah, Bob Marley Black. Because that's how we use it. I mean, we gotta be honest. We use it like that. Like if somebody, okay, so let me put this in question form. Do you agree that most folks, when they see people that are melanated, and especially when they have a parent that is of African ancestry, they refer to them as Black? Do you agree or disagree?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that's what I'm saying. So Kamala, the way we use it, Kamala would be black. She wouldn't be an African American, but she would definitely be black. She has a parent that's an ancestor off of the west coast of Africa. I'm 33% Nigerian and 36% Cameroonian. I'm off the west coast, but here's a difference. My parents originate here, not originate, but my parents were developed their culture here before slavery. That's what separates me from Kamala. That's what separates me from Shirley Chisholm. So what I'm saying is that if we're gonna be loose with black and we're gonna call Shirley Chisholm black, then by all means, you're gonna have to call Kamala black.
Kamala didn't. Kamala did not descend. When I say black, I'm talking about Kamala. Kamala did not descend from. Why do I gotta call her black? Because she descended from 2 Indian parents.
Because that's how we do it.
She did not come from 2 black immigrants, brother. If she came from 2 black immigrants, let me ask you a question. What do you believe that we are all descendants, that we are descendants of African people? And I'm not talking about in the sense of Homo sapiens sapien, like everybody descended, we're all descended. I'm talking about us, specifically us. Do you believe that we, African Americans, African in America, are descendants of those African people who were captured in West and Central Africa and brought to America? Do you believe we're descendants of them?
Yeah, beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Okay, so you believe that. Do you also believe that there were Africans that were taken to other parts of the world, right? Some of them were in the UK, Europe, Australia, all throughout the Caribbean. Do you agree those Africans were over there, right?
Yeah, that was my argument, right?
Okay. So would you consider them black?
I don't use the term black.
Okay. I mean,
yes.
I look at I would call
the
way we use it. Okay, yes. Okay. So for me, Barbados, right? Shirley Chisholm descended from what we would say black immigrants, right? When I say black, for me, like I understand that was a racial category that we were the first people to say, we are black people, right? So Uncle always say, well, it goes back to the African American calling themselves black.
Yeah, we made it cool.
We made it cool. We're black. We're black. We're black and we're proud, right? But also, and shout out to Dr. Cambon, you had Kemites who referred to themselves as black. You have Africans, our brothers and sisters in Africa on the continent. They're now saying they're black, even though before, remember, no, I'm not black. I'm this, I'm that. But now they're using that term more and more, black. So we're all what you call black. But we understand within black is different sets of black, right? Like, what am I trying to say? So we're all black. We say we're all black because we're all descendants of those African people, those African captives. So we all black. But we understand that even within blackness, there's some distinctions. You have a culture because you over here in America. You have a culture because you're in Jamaica. You have a culture because you're in Barbados. You have a distinct culture because you over here. But we do understand, we call you black, but we do understand that you're continental. You're continental. So you on the continent. But it's the blackness that unifies us and also our plight. But we're all black, but there are distinctions within black. Would you say that, brother?
Yeah, of course. And that's why I don't like the term black. You see how hard it was for me to explain that?
Right. But you do believe, like you said, it's distinctions within black. So what I'm saying is, even though there are distinctions within black, Shirley Chisholm would still be considered black. Kamala's not even in the spectrum. Where does she fit in? When we say that it's blackness, and then there are distinctions within blackness, where would Kamala fit into the spectrum? She's not a descendant of the African captives. So where would she fit in, brother? You have the floor.
Okay, so maybe I'm speaking about this from ignorance. I thought Kamala Harris's father, her father was a Jamaican, and her mother was an Indian. So maybe you're talking from a knowledge base that I don't have.
Oh, let's listen to Judge Joe Brown. He breaks it down real good. Judge Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown. Wow.
He breaks it down. He says it. He He said Kamala Brown. There you go. It says Judge Joe Brown reveals how he saw Kamala Harris confront a female judge and her boyfriend. Judge Joe Brown drops truth bomb. She's not black. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna let you hear it. Yeah, her father is an Indian Jamaican. He's not. People just when people hear Jamaican, they think automatically black, not even understanding. Not even understanding. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
You want me to build while you looking?
No, I got it. I got it. I'm getting ready to play it. I'm getting ready to play it.
Kamala Harris. They're swarthy, dark-haired, dark-eyed, and they're classified as Caucasian. So she's got a Caucasian mother, Caucasian dad. Where the hell?
Let's take it back. Hold on.
So we think they're black when neither one of them are.
These are her parents, brother. These are her parents. Here we go.
But Aryans look exactly like Kamala Harris. They're swarthy, dark-haired, dark-eyed, and they're classified as Caucasian. So she's got a Caucasian mother, Caucasian dad. Where the hell does she come in being black? And even if her great-grandmother was part black, that's still not enough to make her black in America. She'd still be a typical white person. You want to see what the deal is? If you're white and black, do they call you white? No. They call you black, or that other N word. If you are Chinese and black, they don't call you Chinese, they call you black. But she's supposed to be Hindu and black, and what do they call her in her own community? Hindu. So, yeah, she's lying. She went all through California being district attorney of San Francisco. Then she became attorney general for California. Asian, that's classified as Asian. Hindu, that's from India. Asian Hindu all through California. Now she's black. She went to Howard. Yes. She's an AKA. Yes. But that doesn't make her black. She grew up in Canada. Her yearbook.
Are you all saying somebody said, so can you all hear this? Tell me in the chat. Because somebody on IG said they can't hear it. People are saying they can hear it, family. I see someone on IG saying, I can't hear it. Megan, you're saying you can't hear it. People hear it. People hear it. I go like this again, but people hear it. People said they hear it. Hold on. People are saying, yeah, they said it's heard, Megan. So I don't know. Try to go out and come back in, fam.
That you can find online if you want to go spend the time looking it up, in which she published when she had some things going on in California. It says she went from kindergarten through 12th grade in Canada. She lied about being bused in elementary school because she never went to elementary school in San Francisco.
And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to.
Okay. So brother, now that you have this perspective, what are your thoughts? Now that you have this information, do you still feel like Kamala Harris is black, brother?
Well, first of all, Judge Joe Brown, he gonna mess stuff up. And remember I said to you earlier, we can't do the one drop rule, because that's what he just did. He just did the one drop rule.
No, he didn't. You sound like me. I just broke down the one drop rule on my broadcast a while ago. I'm the one that talked about how it was established in the 1660s or 1670s. I know we not going off the one drop rule. You going off the one drop rule because you the one classifying her as black. I never classified as black.
Listen,
you doing
what he said. Let's do
You
what
doing
Joe
that?
Burrow said. Didn't he just say that here in America, if you had one parent, then you was considered black? He just said that.
Yeah, he's saying that, but I'm saying I don't subscribe to the one drop rule. I don't do that.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you played them, so
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
know. I'm sorry. I had to clarify.
You didn't
All
know
right, so
you didn't know. Hold on, let me play a clip for you. You didn't know. Hold on, brother. Let me play a clip.
No,
Let
you
me
know, I
play.
know.
No,
I'm
no, no,
messing
no,
with you,
no, no. Let me
Dr.
play a clip.
Matt.
No. You didn't. You talking about all right.
I'm
The
messing
one
with
drop
you.
rule. I know you are because you listen to me, so I know you already know. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
You
on.
want me to build while you're looking?
No, you ain't gotta do that. I'm good. I'm good. You talking about the one drop rule like you educating. Here we go. Hold on. Indian. It says her father, Donald Harris, is a black man who was born in Jamaica. Oh my Jesus. It says born in Jamaica. It says Shamala Gapalan, wrong with that. Wrong how she identifies with the heritage of both of her parents. Pause. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that.
You see how I called them black? I'm
No.
telling you.
Listen, there's nothing wrong. Stop. With her identifying as both. She's mixed. She's of mixed ancestry. Let people be mixed. Let people be mixed. You all still believe in that one drop rule crap that the white folks taught you back in the day, the one drop rule. So, brother, I was just talking about the one drop rule. That's why I said cut it out. You all believe in that. You all still believe in that. Let's Google that, Sister Juju. Sister Juju, let's Google that real quickly. The origin of the one drop rule. Y'all got that from white folks, origin of the one drop rule. Y'all got that from white folks, man. This was in 1662. This was a Virginia law. Oh my God. This was a Virginia law. They said one drop rule. Here it is. They got a Wikipedia article. It says in the United States, the one drop rule, also known as hypo descent. It says dates to 1662 Virginia law on the treatment of mixed race individuals. Y'all think like 17th century white folks. What you got one drop. So again, brother, I've been put that to rest, and I could show videos of me talking about this years ago, putting that whole thing to rest. So, but Judge Joe Brown was correct in saying, yes, in the United States, if you had one black parent, you would be considered black. But Kamala doesn't have a black parent. So I'm just trying to understand your point, brother. You have the floor.
All right. So, no, listen. From a scientific standpoint, right? None of us are black. That's a political term that we made powerful and that we embraced. You know, it starts off derogatory if you do the etymology of it. You know, of course, you know, it's negative, but we embraced it. We made it popular. We use it to throw our fists up in solidarity and to say, hey, look here, man, we fighting the beast, right? Okay, if we're going to use it like that, you're still going to have to say that's only for African Americans who have ancestry that goes back in this country. Not everybody. Even for the diaspora. You know, that what we're talking about right now would apply to African Americans. Period. Nobody else. So that's why I'm saying you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't just usher that in on some folks when you say, oh, it feels good to say this was the first black woman to run for a presidency. All I'm saying is you got to be careful when using these terms. You just got to be careful.
Now I agree that you have to be careful when you're using these terms, but I will not call Kamala Harris black, and I stand on Shirley Chisholm being a descendant of black immigrants. I stand on that.
Okay. All right.
I stand on that.
That's cool. And I'm gonna tell you this. I know Kamala is not black. She don't embrace it. She comes right out and says, I'm an Indian.
Yep.
And when it comes to me, I'm not gonna do anything specifically for black people. No.
And And you mentioned Bob Marley earlier. Bob Marley is mixed. I would not call Bob Marley black. That's just me. I would just say he's a mixed person. To me, he's a mixed person, or a mulatto, or however you want to say a mulatto or mixed or whatever. But I wouldn't look at him and be like, he is black. No, he's mixed. And it's okay. I don't understand why people have a hard time with folks being, mixed. He's mixed. Is mixed. Mixed is fine. It's not like the girl said on the Instagram earlier. It's not a bad word to say you're mixed.
Right.
And then I said technically, when you think about it, a lot of us are mixed. They say I know African Ancestry said that the average African American has 27% European DNA.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You saw how my face looked. How much European I got in me? Try to guess that.
I don't know. It looked like 50%. No, I'm just playing.
See, that's messed up.
I'm just playing. Brother Van, Brother Van, I see Brother Van. He want to hop in. Brother, did you want to chime in, brother? Okay.
I think he's still muted.
No, he's not muted. He's not muted. He said 1 second. Well, let me I know he just clicked the link. I sent the link actually for you, but he had clicked the link and came in. So I figured he wanted to chime in. But what are your closing words, brother? What are your closing words for the
my closing words are keep doing what you've been doing. I'm loving your bills. They're wonderful. I love what you do in the community and for our young African American children. I think it's great. You helping us to build some real solid youth that's going to be real solid adults. I really appreciate that. And, as far as Kamala Harris goes, like I'm a kind of guy who votes policies. If you're not giving me tangibles,
come on, facts.
And I'm writing reparations on my voting ticket for president. That's what it's going to say, reparations. I'm voting for all my local people to try to get some sensible-minded folks in here. I'm going to vote down ballot for sure. But when it comes to president, I'm going to write reparations in. If she can't stand on giving me tangibles, protecting me, and our sister that just got shot by some wild out of his mind dude who can't, you say Jesus and he loses his mind and shoots you in the face. Right. We can't get us a solid bill, just like they did for that COVID-19. They wrote a bill saying you are not doing this to Asians and Pacific Islanders. We can go read it. I want a bill just like that. You cannot shoot an African American and get away with it. So until she can do that, she don't get no love from me. Keep doing your thing, Dr. Ma. I appreciate it.
I love your spirit, brother. I know they in the chat. They said they love you. I'm looking at IG. I see Yaz in the building. Hold on. Yeah, I feel me. Yeah, I feel me. Said I love his spirit. They said all love. Absolutely. I mean, I do. He got a good spirit. You always support the channel. And you support. Yeah, you don't just support with your words. You also support with your resources, brother. So I do appreciate you hopping on and having this public conversation with me and sharing your thoughts about blackness. So much respect. Respect and all love to you, brother. Peace and black excellence.
All right, peace. I'm logging out.
Yeah, he's a beautiful brother. He's a beautiful brother, family. Before we get out of here, family, make sure that you head on over to Meltrek365.com. All right, and get your Meltrek films. Get the Meltrek films and books for your baby right now. They are I ain't gonna say they rewriting our history. They're just snatching it from us, right? They're banning books on Black history. They're banning Black history courses. So it is our responsibility to teach our children our history. And so we need tools. And Meltrek is a tool that you can use to teach our babies our history from our perspective. So head on over to Meltrek365.com. You see the website on the screen. Head on over there, family. Grab your copy of Meltrek. We just released Meltrek episode 3, which explores the transatlantic slave trade. We released that in May. And we have these films available in digital and DVD format. So if you come over here, you scroll down the films. If you click on any one of these films, it'll take you here where you instantly get the film. All right. And yeah, man, just make sure that you support, family. We got to support the work, man, that's being done. All right. Got to support the work. Okay. But more importantly, look at it. The Meltrek goals. We want to preserve our history. We want to develop a mindset, a Black consciousness, a Black worldview, an African worldview. We want to control our narrative. We want to control our image. So support the work, family. And also, Make sure that you get your child enrolled in these summer camps. This is gone, man. This camp is going on right now, but the next time we have it, the Agoji training camp, get your girl in this, your granddaughter, your niece, your daughter, your goddaughter, get them in the Agoji camp. I have the shield on right now. I'm rocking the shield right now. Look at what our little girls are being exposed to: character development, critical thinking, life skills training. So that's feminine hygiene, feminine etiquette, handgun safety, self-defense, changing the tire on the oil, making your own clothes. Come on. Physical fitness. How do you cook? Home organization. I wish they had something like this around when I was coming up. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Get your boy in the Asafo training camp. This is a camp that focuses on manhood development in Black boys, okay? Come on, man. This is good. These camps are going on now, and they're packed. Shout out to my supportive parents. They're packed. They are packed right now. Packed the capacity. All right. Look at our boys getting it in. Core areas of focus: character development, critical thinking, physical fitness, self-defense, and more. So I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the graduation. I'm looking forward to the graduation. I'm right here, Brother Ramsey. Send them on in. I'm looking forward, family, to the graduation, this Saturday. Can you imagine that? I'll be standing there with Baba Imhotep Fatiul and Mama Gina Fatiul sitting there and looking at all of the Agoji on one side and the Asafo on one side. I hope I don't start crying at the graduation, seeing all those young warriors in training come up. So family, make sure that the next cohort, that your child is in the next cohort. Last but not least, family, make sure that when we put the call out for the UACI Winter STEM Camp, that you get your child in the UACI Winter STEM Camp of 2024. All right? Make sure that you get your child in the winter camp. They'll be exposed to our history regarding STEM. They'll be exposed to cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, machine learning, coding, and more. I appreciate you all tuning in. Have a beautiful Black-tastic day. Peace and Black excellence. Abibi Fahodie.